Imagine standing in a room filled with brilliant minds where 500 of the world's wealthiest individuals, the likes of Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, and Alexander Graham Bell, are personally mentoring you. Each one shares the secret truths of their extraordinary success. This dynamic exchange of wisdom is the essence of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, a book that has inspired millions since its publication in 1937. Far from being just another book about making money, it is a profound manual for personal achievement and transformation. Through his exhaustive research, Hill discovered that lasting success is not the result of luck or circumstance, but the application of universal principles. These principles, when internalized and acted upon, have the power to elevate ordinary people into legends of industry and accomplishment. What lies at the heart of this legendary book? Hill is unequivocal. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Success, in all its forms, wealth, prosperity, fulfillment, originates in the mind. If you desire different outcomes, you must first reshape your thoughts. Hill distills his findings into 13 transformative principles, each a stepping stone in the journey from ordinary existence to extraordinary achievement. Let's explore these principles in depth. Consider, for instance, Elon Musk, the visionary founder of companies like Tesla and SpaceX. His journey exemplifies these principles as he consistently sets seemingly impossible goals, believes in them with unwavering faith, and persists through adversity to realize his vision. Stories like his translate Hill's principles into tangible, present-day achievements, showing the profound impact of these ideas in action. The first principle is desire. Hill writes, "The starting point of all achievement is desire. Every monumental accomplishment begins with a burning, definite desire, not a fleeting wish. You must know exactly what you want and let this yearning become so intense that it propels you through every setback and challenge. Without a passionate desire, there is no engine to drive your journey to success." To internalize this principle, take a moment and write down your goal in one sentence right now. Let this exercise transform your passive reading into an immediate commitment, igniting the engine that will drive your success. The second principle is faith. Hill describes faith as a state of mind which may be induced by autosuggestion. This is not mere optimism or blind belief, but the cultivated ability to vividly imagine and emotionally embrace your goal as if it were already accomplished. By conditioning the subconscious mind to expect success, faith transforms desire into unwavering certainty, aligning your actions and mindset with your vision. The third principle is autosuggestion, or the practice of self-suggestion. As Hill puts it, through the dominating thoughts which one permits to remain in the conscious mind, these are the dominating influences which will eventually take over the subconscious mind. In other words, the language you use and the thoughts you repeat, such as affirmations, visualizations, and positive influences, shape your subconscious, which in turn shapes your reality. Your mind becomes what you feed it, for better or worse. The fourth principle is specialized knowledge. Hill asserts knowledge is only potential power. It becomes power only when, and if, it is organized into definite plans of action. General knowledge alone does not lead to riches. Rather, it is specialized knowledge, acquired and applied strategically, that generates true value. The lesson is clear. Become a lifelong learner and channel your expertise in ways that distinguish you from others. The fifth is imagination. The imagination is literally the workshop wherein are fashioned all plans created by man, Hill declares. Every innovation, business, and invention began as a spark in someone's mind. Hill encourages the cultivation of two kinds of imagination: the remix mode, which rearranges existing ideas into new combinations, and the breakthrough mode, which taps into intuition and inspiration. Imagination is where vision becomes reality. The sixth principle is organized planning. Desire without a plan remains a fantasy. Hill asserts, "You have learned that everything man creates or acquires begins in the form of desire. That desire is taken on the first lap of its journey from the abstract to the concrete, into the workshop of the imagination, where plans for its transition are created and organized. True achievers don't just dream, they devise, strategize, and persistently execute, learning from each failed plan and adapting along the way. To help you kickstart your journey to success, consider creating a simple 3-column table titled Goal, Next Action, Deadline in your notebook. This tool serves as a bridge between inspiration and organized planning, providing a tangible framework to develop actionable steps toward your goals. The 7th principle is decision. The mastery of procrastination, Hill writes, is the 7th step toward riches. Indecision is the silent killer of dreams. Hill observed that the most successful individuals make decisions swiftly and change them slowly, if at all. Decisiveness is a catalyst. It transforms intention into action and propels you forward. Consider Sarah Blakely, the self-made billionaire founder of Spanx. Faced with countless doubters, she took swift, intuitive leaps in decision-making with minimal data to support her, famously cutting the feet out of her control-top pantyhose to create a prototype in her apartment. Her instinctive choices, fueled by decisive action, transformed Spanx into a global phenomenon. The 8th principle is persistence. Persistence is to the character of man as carbon is to steel, Hill observes. No significant success is possible without the refusal to quit. Most people give up at the first sign of adversity, but those who persist, who keep going in the face of difficulty, are the ones who ultimately triumph. The 9th principle is the mastermind. Hill discovered, no individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. Success is not a solitary pursuit. By aligning yourself with a group of like-minded, ambitious individuals, you create a synergy where ideas flourish, energy multiplies, and mutual accountability drives everyone to higher heights. To embrace this principle, consider joining the Fulfilled Life Mastermind community. Share your weekly wins, challenges, and learnings with others on a similar journey. This communal experience brings Hill's principles to life, transforming them into collective action that enhances engagement and fosters mutual support as you strive for greatness. The 10th principle is the subconscious mind. Hill refers to it as the connecting link between the thinking mind and infinite intelligence. Every repeated thought and emotion is impressed upon your subconscious, which then acts as a powerful force shaping your behavior and reality. Therefore, it is essential to guard your mind vigilantly, ensuring only empowering beliefs are permitted entry. The 11th principle is the brain. Hill likened the brain to a broadcasting and receiving station for thought, capable of tapping into the collective consciousness of humanity. He championed the revolutionary idea that thoughts are things, real, tangible forces that influence both your inner world and the world around you. The 12th principle is the sixth sense, the elusive door to the temple of wisdom, as Hill describes it. This is the realm of intuition, where flashes of insight and guidance seem to arise from nowhere, often leading to breakthroughs when logic falls short. Hill believed that mastery of the previous principles awakens the sixth sense, making intuition a reliable guide on your journey. Recent brain imaging studies have revealed that moments of insight often correspond with the activation of specific neural pathways, bridging Hill's concept of the sixth sense with modern neuroscience. This connection lends credibility to the idea that intuition can be harnessed as a powerful tool for success. Finally, Hill warns against the six ghosts of fear, the fears of poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death. He calls these the real enemies which stand between you and your greatest dreams. These fears are invisible barriers, keeping countless people from ever daring to pursue greatness. However, consider reframing these fears as opportunities for growth. For instance, fear of poverty can become a challenge to develop financial wisdom and resourcefulness. A fear of criticism might be an opportunity to refine your message or strengthen your resilience. Approach each of these ghosts as a point of growth that, when faced and transformed, can propel you forward. To fully realize the promise of Think and Grow Rich, you must recognize, confront, and conquer these internal adversaries. At its core, Think and Grow Rich is not just about accumulating wealth, it is a guide to mastering your own mind, forging empowering beliefs, and developing a vision so compelling that reality bends to your will. As Hill famously proclaimed, "You are the master of your destiny. You can influence, direct, and control your own environment. You can make your life what you want it to be. Wealth, happiness, and fulfillment are the natural consequences of a disciplined, focused, and persistent mindset." And this is why Think and Grow Rich has endured for nearly a century. Its principles are timeless, resonating far beyond financial gain. They speak to the very essence of the human spirit. This book inspires us to dream bigger, create fearlessly, and never settle for mediocrity. If you've never read Think and Grow Rich, realize that this overview only scratches the surface. The book's true magic lies in daily application, transforming timeless knowledge into purposeful action and action into lasting transformation. So, let me ask you, what is the burning desire that stirs your soul? What vision is so powerful it keeps you awake at night? As Napoleon Hill teaches, when your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve. Combine desire, faith, persistence, and a clear plan. There are no limits to what you can accomplish. If you found this breakdown helpful, we invite you to become part of the Learn Grow experiment. Join us in co-creating a community where we're not just learning, but actively shaping a life of fulfillment and success together. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to ensure you never miss our deep dives into the world's most impactful books. Remember, success isn't something you stumble upon. It's something we think into existence together.